Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and I'm now in Edinburg, Texas, far south Texas. And one interesting thing they have here is the South Texas Motorcycle Museum. So I'm going to go through and show you what they have here. Here's an interesting vehicle they have out front. Vanderhall, I'm not really familiar with that. As you can see, it's two wheels in front, and it looks like a regular sports car from here up until you look at the back that just has the one wheel. Not sure what Carmel is. I don't think I've seen one like this before. And as the sign says on the door, they're open weekends only. Or if you have a large group, I think they would open it during the week for you. So let's go in. So I'm going to show you some of what they have here. Starting out with a pair of 1917 Harley Davidsons. This tells a bit about it. And those early models were built on bicycle frames, as you can tell. Green one, yellow one. In 1928 they started to get bigger, and here it says this one could go as much as 100 miles an hour. And these four are from the early 30s. And let's see what we have here. Much more modern looking. 1970 with a custom paint job. Nice. That one back there. And this one is a 2004. Don't know what year this one is, but it looks like it is a new one right on the dealer showroom floor. And back here we have a sidecar. Don't see many sidecars on Harleys, I don't think. Here's another really old sidecar. Wow, it has seen a lot of wear. That's a 24. And this next one is a 41. It's a pretty good shape sidecar and a spare wheel. Nice. Now this is a replica of the Harley that Peter Fonda rode in the Easy Rider movie. Here's the info on that. Chopper panhead. Then here's a 54. I'm just going to briefly go down the line here. A lot of these don't have signs on them that I can see. Some do, like this one. I like that color. Here's a few more. This is a 55. Wow, look at this seat. Now we go into the Indian section. Sidecar there. This one is a 37 Indian Chief. These two are from 1913, and that's kind of a small engine. It seems to have a big sidecar like that. This is 1916, 1948. Most of these are really nicely restored. That's a 38 with the saddlebags. Look at that gear shifter. In the middle of the room here, they have some miscellaneous makes. Look at this. This is a Henderson Inline 4-cylinder. And look what this says. Circumnavigation of the globe. Wow, I cannot imagine that. Especially not on a bike like that. This is a Triumph, and this is an Indian 4-cylinder. Now this one seems to be a collaboration with the Schwinn Bicycle Company and Excelsior and Henderson. That sounds like some interesting history. And here's another Excelsior Henderson from 1925. This is a 1931 Ace. I don't think I remember seeing that make before in museums. Here's another room where they have some interesting vehicles. I guess this is a golf cart. And a couple more Harleys. And let's look at this little guy. That's a baby Indian. Well, they seem to specialize in Harleys and Indians here. These are all Indians. Oh, they got a Honda. And what's really unusual about this Honda is that it is a 6-cylinder. They still make 6-cylinder bikes. Honda has made just numerous models of just about every kind of bike over the years. I like this gas tank. Sweet child of mine. One thing I notice about these big Harleys is that they have such tiny gas tanks and they use a lot of fuel. They're not terribly fuel efficient. So man, they must have to fill up very often. This looks like a fairly new BMW. And here's the Ducati. Not too old. And this is another BMW. And this little guy here. Guess what make this is? BS. Stands for Brigstone. And that's a motorcycle company that Sears bought out. And they sold Brigstone motorbikes and scooters in the Sears stores. Back in the 60s, I remember seeing them. There's another Harley with a nice gas tank art. Here's a Harley with a pretty dirty engine. This one has really been shined up. That's another Harley. And this one, oh, look at that horn. Here's a big Harley with a big sidecar. And this one, Moto Guzzi has been in business for a mighty long time, and they are still have dealers. I see them around once in a while in the big cities. Oh, look at this really old Harley. And that one, not restored at all. Well, this has been really interesting. I've been to a lot of motorcycle museums. They're all different, and this one, about 90% is Harleys and Indians. So if you're a motorcycle fan, you're in South Texas, why not stop by here and take a good look at these Harleys and Indians and a few other miscellaneous bikes. And the guy out front told me that all of these motorcycles are in good running condition. Maybe he didn't say all, but he did say that they are in good running condition. And this, folks, is the original Harley Davidson motorcycle company. And I have seen this building just last year in Milwaukee at the Harley Davidson Museum. Still standing. Good day, folks.